Hello, my friends. Welcome to Luna English Podcast. This is Luna. Today, I've been thinking about how we create a new version of ourselves, not in a loud or dramatic way, but in a quiet and honest way. Many people want to change their life, their habits, or their mindset, but they feel tired, confused, or even afraid to begin. This topic matters because change is not only about action, it's also about how we treat ourselves during the process. When we think about becoming someone new, we often imagine pressure, strict rules, or big plans. But real growth usually feels softer than that. It starts with noticing who you are now, without blame, without shame. It starts with honesty, the kind that says, "This is my life right now, and I'm ready to grow." Today, I want to explore how change can be slow, kind, and steady. How small choices can slowly shape a new identity. How letting go of old stories can feel like relief, not loss. This is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming more real, more aligned, and more at home with yourself. And if this little moment of learning feels helpful to you, I'd be glad if you pressed like and subscribed to the channel. It keeps us connected, and it supports this quiet space where we learn and grow together. Your small action truly helps more listeners find their way here. Why does change often feel so hard, even when we want it? It feels hard because change asks us to face ourselves honestly, and honesty can feel uncomfortable. When you try to become a new version of yourself, you are not only learning new habits, you are also meeting old fears, old doubts, and old patterns. Your mind likes what is familiar, even if it's not helpful. Familiar feels safe, change feels unknown, and the unknown can create fear. This doesn't mean you are weak, it means you are human. Many people stop growing not because they are lazy, but because they are trying to change while fighting themselves. They push too hard, judge every mistake, and expect fast results. This creates stress, not growth. Real change becomes easier when you slow down and soften your approach. When you stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start asking, "What is trying to protect me?" From this place, change feels less like a battle and more like a conversation with yourself, calm, patient, and respectful. What does radical honesty really mean in personal growth? It means looking at your life as it is right now, without pretending and without attacking yourself. Radical honesty is not harsh, it's clear. It says, "This is what I do, this is how I feel, this is where I am." Many people try to change before they understand themselves. They copy habits, routines, or goals that don't truly fit their life. Honesty helps you see what actually needs care. Maybe you don't need more discipline. Maybe you need more rest. Maybe you don't need a new plan. Maybe you need to stop saying yes to everything. Radical honesty also means noticing the stories you repeat about yourself. Stories like, "I'm always like this," or "I never change." These stories feel true because you've said them for a long time, but they are not facts. When you name them gently, you create space to choose something new. Honesty is the ground where real change grows. Without it, you build on confusion. With it, you build on truth. Why do old identities feel hard to release, even when they no longer fit? They feel hard to release because they once helped you survive. An old identity might say, "I'm the quiet one," or "I'm the strong one," or "I always struggle." At some point, this identity gave you meaning or protection. Letting it go can feel like losing a part of yourself. But growth doesn't mean rejecting who you were. It means thanking that version and allowing yourself to grow beyond it. When you hold tightly to an old identity, you may repeat habits that no longer serve you. You may act in ways that feel heavy or limiting. Releasing an identity doesn't happen all at once. It happens in small moments when you choose differently. When you rest instead of pushing. When you speak instead of staying silent. Each choice gently tells your mind, "I'm allowed to change." Over time, these choices form a new picture of who you are becoming, without force, without fear. Is becoming a new version of yourself a sudden change? No, real transformation is usually quiet and gradual. Sudden change looks exciting, but it often doesn't last. Slow change builds roots. When you try to change everything at once, your mind and body feel overwhelmed. You may start strong and then stop, which can hurt your confidence. Gentle change works differently. It focuses on small actions you can repeat even on hard days. A few minutes of reflection, a simple promise you keep, a calm decision to pause before reacting. These moments may feel small, but they are powerful because they build trust. Every time you do what you said you would do, your mind learns that you are reliable. This trust is the foundation of a new self. You don't need to become someone else overnight. You only need to take one small step today that matches the person you want to be. Tomorrow, you take another. How do small choices shape who you become over time? They shape you because identity is built from repetition, not intention alone. You don't become a calmer person by wishing for calm. You become calmer by choosing calm actions again and again. Small choices send quiet messages to your brain. When you choose to pause, you tell yourself, I am someone who listens. When you choose to care for your body, you say, I matter. These messages add up. Many people wait for motivation to change, but motivation often comes after action. A small choice can create a small feeling of success. That feeling makes the next choice easier. This is how change grows naturally. You don't need perfect days. You need consistent ones. Even when you feel tired or unsure, a small aligned action keeps the door open. Over time, these choices don't feel like effort. They feel like who you are. What role does self-compassion play in real growth? It plays a central role because change without kindness often leads to burnout. Self-compassion means speaking to yourself with respect, especially when you struggle. It doesn't mean avoiding responsibility. It means taking responsibility without shame. When you make a mistake, compassion says, this is part of learning, not proof of failure. This attitude helps you continue instead of quitting. Growth is not a straight line. Some days you move forward. Other days you pause or step back. Compassion allows space for this natural rhythm. It also helps you notice your needs. Sometimes the most powerful change is choosing rest instead of pressure. When you treat yourself as someone worth caring for, your actions begin to reflect that belief. Over time, self-compassion creates safety inside you. From that safety, real and lasting change becomes possible, steady, grounded, and human. How do limiting self-narratives quietly hold you back? They hold you back by shaping what you believe is possible. A self-narrative is the story you tell about who you are. If your story says, I'm not consistent, you may stop trying when things get hard. If it says, change is not for me, you may not even begin. These stories often come from past experiences, not from your true potential. The problem is not that you have these stories, but that you believe them without question. Change begins when you notice them with curiosity. You can ask, is this always true, or is this just familiar? When you act differently, even in small ways, you weaken the old story. You don't need to fight it, you just need to show your mind new evidence. Over time, the old narrative loses its power, and a kinder, more open story takes its place. How can micro-habits help you build self-trust? They help because they are small enough to keep. A micro-habit is an action that feels almost too easy. A few deep breaths, writing one honest sentence, stopping when you feel overwhelmed. These habits may seem simple, but their power comes from repetition. Every time you follow through, you strengthen your relationship with yourself. Self-trust grows when your actions match your words. Big promises that break easily can damage that trust. Small promises that you keep rebuild it. Over time, your confidence doesn't come from motivation, it comes from experience. You begin to feel, I can rely on myself. This feeling changes how you see challenges. Instead of fear, you feel quiet confidence. You know you can take care of yourself, step by step. This is how a new version of you becomes stable and real. What does it mean to align with your future self in daily life? It means letting your small actions reflect the person you want to become. Alignment is not about copying an ideal image. It's about choosing what feels true and supportive for you. You can ask simple questions. Would my future self thank me for this choice? Does this action move me closer to peace or further away? Alignment feels calm, not forced. When your actions and values match, you feel less inner conflict. This doesn't mean every choice is perfect. It means you are listening. Over time, aligned choices create a sense of direction. You may still feel unsure at times, but you trust your path. You stop chasing change and start living it. This way of growing feels sustainable. It fits into real life with real limits and real emotions, and that's why it lasts. Why is patience essential when creating a new version of yourself? Patience is essential because growth takes time to settle. When you rush change, you may focus only on results and miss the deeper shifts happening inside you. Real change often starts quietly, in your thoughts, your reactions, your inner voice. These changes are easy to overlook, but they are meaningful. Patience allows you to stay present with the process. It helps you notice progress without pressure. When you expect fast results, you may feel disappointed and stop early. When you allow time, you build resilience. Patience is not passive. It's active trust. It says, I'm showing up today, and that is enough. Over time, patience reduces anxiety and builds confidence. You learn that becoming a new version of yourself is not a race, it's a relationship with your own growth. How do setbacks fit into the process of real growth? They fit naturally, even though they don't feel good. A setback doesn't erase your progress, it reveals what still needs care. Many people see setbacks as proof that change isn't working. In reality, setbacks are information. They show you where you are tired, stressed, or unsupported. When you respond with curiosity instead of judgment, you learn. You adjust your pace. You strengthen your approach. This mindset keeps you moving forward. Growth becomes flexible, not fragile. You stop expecting perfection and start expecting honesty. Over time, setbacks lose their power to stop you. They become part of your learning. You trust yourself to return, to try again, and to continue with kindness. This trust is a sign that change is already happening. What does it mean to say that change is a gentle homecoming? It means that growth is not about becoming someone completely different. It's about returning to what feels true inside you. Many people lose touch with themselves through pressure, expectations, or fear. Becoming a new version often means removing what no longer fits. Old habits, old beliefs, old roles. As you let these go, you may feel lighter and calmer. You don't need to add more to be enough. You need to listen more deeply. This process feels familiar, even comforting. You recognize yourself again. The version you are becoming feels honest, not forced. This is why compassion is so important. A homecoming should feel safe. When you grow from this place, change feels meaningful and sustainable, grounded in who you really are. How can you stay connected to your growth in daily life? You stay connected by checking in with yourself gently. You notice how you feel without rushing to fix it. You reflect on small actions, not just big goals. A simple pause during the day can bring awareness back. You can remind yourself that growth is happening, even when it's quiet. Staying connected also means adjusting when needed. If something feels too heavy, you soften it. If something feels helpful, you continue. This flexibility keeps the process alive. You don't need to think about the future all the time. You only need to choose the next kind step. Over time, these moments of connection become natural. You feel more present, more grounded, and more aligned with yourself. Who are you becoming through the choices you make today? This question brings everything together. You don't need a final answer. You only need awareness. Each small choice, each pause, each kind response is shaping you. Becoming a new version of yourself is not a future event. It's happening now, quietly, in ordinary moments. When you choose honesty over avoidance, rest over pressure, patience over force, you are changing. You are building a life that feels more true. Remember, growth is not about fixing yourself. It's about understanding yourself and responding with care. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to become someone who feels more at home inside. This journey is yours, and it unfolds one gentle step at a time. And if this episode felt helpful or comforting in any way, I'd be grateful if you liked the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps you stay close to the next lesson, and it also keeps this quiet learning space alive and growing.